Hi everybody, it's Jared with Day Traders FX. Very happy Wednesday to you all. I wanted to update you a little bit on this pound CAD we've been talking about. So I'll give you a little idea of the trade of the day that we're looking at, watching, following. We've made some great profits this week, which has been pretty exciting. We've got some nice setups that are still coming up. So I'm here at the website. You can see daytradersfx.com. In the blog post, one of the more recent ones, I posted the weekly watch list. I think this was on Monday, so about 2 days ago. I posted this setup right here. We have the weekly watch list, of course, that can be watched there. But I talked about this setup right here and what I was looking for and how I wanted to see this play out. If you have a little peek at how this has gone and how it's played out, let's bring up an expanded chart here. It looks like this. I was liking this channel. I wanted to see if we could get a breakout and grab 100 pips on the way down. And it actually hasn't done horrible. It made a break. It ran from that breakout zone, which was about 176, about 176.35 or so, and it ran all the way down to about 175.80. So there was 50 plus good pips in there. Hopefully you're able to make some money, lock in some profit, do some decent little movement on that. It pulled back, retested this channel, and now it's kind of created a new pattern that I think is as good or better. So of the 100 pips I was looking for, it ran 50. Not bad. Hopefully everybody made some money on that. There's definitely plenty of room to lock in on that. But now what it's done for us is this right here. So as that channel broke, going up through here, broke, and it retested, and it's kind of hopped around, it's created what I'm looking at is a very excellent rising wedge. This is just a 1 hour chart, nice little smooth, steady pattern here. And in this rising wedge, I think we've got, yet again, another good little chunk of pips. We're sitting right at this area. It's breaking through and it's consolidating around this trend line, and I think we're going to get a bit of a push and a break and hopefully a move lower. Now, currently we're looking for this move to the weekly pivot is about 140 pips from where it currently sits. Now, I said 150 pips back here because that was more in the range of where it started to break out, 155 pips. So now we're down to about 140 pips. Chances are we'll see a little bit of pullback. We'll get a little bit of an opportunity to maybe get in, up a little bit closer to 7,700, maybe get 40 pips or so. And if it can hold below that trend line and make a nice little stab at that weekly pivot, I like this trade a lot. Now, full disclosure, we're going to have to risk some pips to make some pips. Where's this high right here? About 177.75. So that's not nothing. We're talking about 100 and, we're basically a 1-to-1 on this. We're potentially risking a little bit more than 100 pips to make a little bit more than 100 pips. That's if you give this the full movement, the full space to kind of develop. So if we get into this and it pulls all the way back and you decide to stay in it, then you're going to have to risk about 120 pips to make about 140 pips. Not bad. That's still decent. What I will probably do on this is if it can't behave itself, if it can't stay below this breakout area, I'm going to risk a lot less. I'm just going to stay in this trade if it can stay below this 1 hour trend line. If it starts opening back up above that 1 hour trend line, I might just take an early exit, risk 30, 40 pips, and take another stab at either a double top or just look for this to kind of give me another pattern, another something to trade, or maybe to break lows. But if it can't stay below that 1 hour trend line right there, I don't want to stay in the trade. I don't want to give it 120 pips. You can give it 120 pips if you want to go in a bit of a smaller trade size and hold on to that and let it kind of play out a little bit more. You're totally welcome to do that. And that is a logical place to put a stop loss above those highs, about 120 pips or so. But again, I would kind of prefer to see if I can get, a little bit more of a tight stop, a little bit of a better entry, and just trade this break. It could hop around here. It could get back up into the 176, 80, 90 area, which is totally fine and great. And if it does bump up in there, that's fine. I might add another small position. But if it starts getting hourly candles opening above that trend line, I'm probably just going to jump out of it and take a small loss and wait for some better confirmation. The pound CAD is a very volatile pair. It can move a lot. And so we don't really need to give that any more room than it absolutely needs because why? Why risk more than we have to? It's a clean breakout area. We got some good movement coming up. Hopefully that'll work out nicely. So hopefully you'll make some money on this with us. We've got that weekly pivot sitting down there about 175.20. Like that area, like that whole zone. Hopefully we can get down into that. We do have a pretty nice little moving average set up here. The 1 hour 200 EMA has been pretty extended. That's a good thing to look at. So I think I really like this trade a lot, and it's a good looking setup. So hopefully we'll get some nice pips and some nice profits out of it. Keep in mind, we could, on the low end, we're risking about 40 or 50 pips. On the high end, we're risking about 110 or 20 pips. So that's just something to keep in mind, but I'm looking for a move into that weekly pivot. I'm looking for 140, 50, 60 pips on this thing. So let's get it. Let's make some money, and very best of luck to you. If you have any questions, reply to this email, leave a comment below, anything. I'll get back to you, and we can discuss it. We can talk about it. Thanks, everybody. Good luck.